special night, Gary.
Jose Tanchin in white, Noah Barnett in the road black for Vermont. Two of the top teams in the America East Conference going mano-a-mano here tonight at UMBC. Tip one by the Retrievers. Ace Valentine brings it up, and here we go. 9-2 UMBC, 9-3 Vermont, and JIT in the mix as well. They lead the America East at 10-2. Jalakai King with a corner jumper, no good. Tanchin with the offensive rebound for UMBC.
Really tough for UMBC to get off to a quick start on the offensive board. Tanchin attacking Gus Yalden on the glass.
DJ Armstrong inside the paint, a lot of traffic, 9 to shoot. Here's Josh Odunuwo inside, hands up defense for Vermont, and it forces a turnover. Now here's Sean Blake, the point guard for the Catamounts, 4.1 assists per game, second in the conference behind Jeremiah Quigley. Ace Valentine, by the way, is third. The bus to the basket, and he lays it home.
Talking to Coach Becker earlier today, their offense, the hub is Gus taking it to the basket, shooting threes. They run everything through him. When they try to double team him, he'll pass out for three-point shooters.
They cleared out the right side. You see the Retrievers starting five there. DJ Armstrong, the top three-point shooter in the conference. This one is rejected by Sean Blake, but a foul called underneath on the Cats.
Ace Valentine, he's got a three-level player. I mean, he can shoot the three, hit that mid-range, but he loves taking to the basket, getting contact, and getting to the foul line. UMBC loves to get through contact, play through contact, and get to the free throw line. They're one of the top teams in the conference at getting to the line.
The 6'3" guard out of Columbia, Maryland. His dad, Craig, who played for the two Towson University teams that went to the tournament, sits right behind us. 24th start of the season for Valentine, averaging 32.5 minutes. There's John Becker, the head coach at Vermont. What a career and what a program he has inherited and built even better at Vermont.
Yeah, but he's never satisfied. He knows he's got a good team. He's got a few new players, and they said, they're wearing the Vermont uniform. They're getting the opponent's best because it's Vermont. But these guys haven't played in big-time pressure situations in that uniform. He's really curious as to how they react in these big games.
It's like the Yankees when they come to town. That's what happens when the Cats come to town as well. Next possession for Vermont. This is Yalden now with a mismatch against DJ Armstrong. Hook in the lane, or I should say along the baseline won't go. Offensive rebound by Barnett, and that's what he does. Fifth in the conference in that category, and Noah Barnett will go to the line.
Yeah, Noah Barnett's one of those guys you'd love to have on your team. He's not looking for shots. He doesn't demand shots, but he cleans up the glass, tries to get putbacks, get some easy shots around the basket. Just on that last possession, I will add that you kind of see what Vermont's doing. Last time when Vermont played UMBC did a great job on Gus Yalden down low.
There's Jim Ferry in his fifth season at UMBC. He's taken two teams to the NCAAs, hoping he can do it this year with UMBC.
So let me just finish that thought. So what they were doing down low was UMBC was double teaming and trapping, digging down on Yalden so he wouldn't have a lot of room. You see what they did the last time. They cleared out the wing so Yalden had a lot of space to go one-on-one.
So Barnett misses both. Jalakai King straight away three, knocks it down. And UMBC up for the first time tonight.
Three-point range, Jalakai King, he's got that shot in his repertoire. Loves to take open shots. He hit some big ones for the Retrievers this season.
30th three-pointer on the season for King, who leads the team, 13.7 per game, top 5 in the conference. TJ Hurley with the basketball, one of the best guards in the conference, leads the Catamounts at 15 points per game. Actually, Yalden leads him at 16. TJ next at 15. Yalden underneath, and they're going to call a jump ball. Possession arrow pointing Vermont.
Yeah, what UMBC's tactic is when Yalden gets the ball down there and takes a couple of dribbles, they're going to come double down. Watch Ace Valentine come in, double team there, and got that jump ball from behind.
3 seconds to shoot for the Catamounts. Blake will trigger it in. Got to shoot quickly. And Hurley no good. Yalden trying to get the rebound. Odunuwo on the baseline picks it up for UMBC. The offensive rebounding battle tonight is going to be key. Noah Barnett for Vermont, Tanchin for UMBC. King creates and drops it home.
Oh, nice shot. Jalakai King getting downhill to the lane. Instead of kissing off the glass, they'll teardrop from 5.
It's a 6-0 run for UMBC after Vermont hit the first bucket. Yalden from Hurley. Nice bounce pass underneath for Blake, but he can't finish. Odunuwo outstrips the rebound from Barnett. Retrievers in transition, and the Vermont defense gets back. King, he's hot. This time it won't go. Tanchin And which way? It'll go to UMBC as Tanchin battling with Barnett.
You got to love the effort by Jose Tanchin there. He just didn't watch that shot go, didn't watch Vermont get the defensive rebound. He attacked the glass, got the ball off Yalden, UMBC ball underneath.
Second time he's done that tonight. It'll be a reset here, 20 on the clock for UMBC.
And those are the little plays, Gary, that you don't see in a stat. You know, you don't see on a stat sheet, but there's a hustle play. And
obviously is. Let's get it right.
Absolutely.
Cats trailing by 4, just under 17 minutes left here in the first half. Hurley with the basketball. Now over to Ben Johnson, another excellent three-point shooter. And a steal here by Jalakai King. Overplaying the pass, creating the turnover. Underneath, Odunawo. Very patient, and Odunawo will go to the line.
Yeah, defense leads to offense. Great defense by King on the other end, getting that steal and fast break. Couldn't get control of it to get the fast break left. Take a look at this, hands in the passing lane. Just couldn't pick up to get the layup. Finds Odunawo down, trailing the play to the basket, and foul.
So Josh Odunawo, whose free throw shooting has improved dramatically.
You think?
In conference play. In fact, UMBC, we'll wait for the free throw here. UMBC shooting 80% as a team in conference play.
But Josh Odunawo early in the season was shooting about 51, 53%. In conference play, he's shooting 84% from the foul line. Now, we don't want to give him the announcer jinx,
well, we just
but
did.
Regardless, he's really been shooting the ball real well from the line. One of the tops in the conference in conference play.
I'll tell you one thing we can't do, Rick, for sure. For sure we can't do this. We can't ask him about it. We cannot ask him about it.
But see, we didn't jinx him. We made 2.
Both free throws for Odunawo. Meanwhile, a substitution, an early substitution here for the Vermont Catamounts. Lucas Marie has checked into the game, a freshman guard from Valencia, Spain. Lit UMBC up for 16 points in the first game between the two. Nice floater here by Ben Johnson. That is a 2-pointer. 8-5 is the score. No,
yeah.
Three-pointer.
Yeah, Ben Johnson also lit UMBC up, had 11 points in that game back in January. He's a really good three-point shooter. Really a veteran guy that's come in here as a grad student from Bellarmine, transfer, just really helping this team out, particularly from 3.
43%, and he leads the conference in that category. Jalakai King, though, is on fire.
Jalakai King saying, just listen, I only shoot 27% from three-point range, and I can make 2 early in this ball game.
11-5 UMBC. King the high scorer in the game at the moment. Here's the give back to Yalden. Teardrop won't go, and flying high for the rebound is King. A steal, a rebound, an assist, and 3 buckets for Jalakai King. He's got 8 points in the game. They dump it in for Odunawo. Odunawo working hard, laying it home over Lucas Marie.
Nice big man to big man pass, hands it down to Odunawo. Nice little finger roll at the rim. I love the intensity in this game right now, Gary. It really feels like a conference championship game, doesn't it?
Playoff game atmosphere, no doubt about it. Yalden in the corner now for Johnson. He'll drive to the basket, and the layup won't go. That's the second and third time they've missed at the rim, and finally Yalden cleans it up.
Yeah, they missed a few bunnies in this game early in the game so far, but yeah, Yalden stayed with the offensive rebound and got the putback.
First 5 minutes of the basketball game are key, both halves. UMBC has come out on smoke. Tanchin for 3.
We had that highlighted that matchup early in the season. Those two are bumping each other in the lane now. There's something going on between Yalden and Tanchin. Tanchin from 3. He's got that shot in his repertoire.
40th career start for Tanchin, 60th career three-pointer. Yalden to the basket, and that won't go.
Great defense by Josh Odunawo going straight up, walling straight up on Yalden. Made it tough for him to finish at the rim.
UMBC by 9. Here's Valentine to the basket. A lot of traffic there, met up by Johnson. They kick it back out. King with the basketball. He's got 8, leads the team. Here's DJ. Trying to get free now with 10 to shoot. Up top, Tanchin. Gonna give it off King, gets a screen. Jalakai King knocks it down.
Jalakai King 3 from 3 from deep, feeling it. I think Coach Becker
have been playing some of their best basketball since that road trip against Vermont and UAlbany. Lastly, he thought they'll play much better on their home court this time around. And guess what? He's on fire. He has 11 points. Back to you, Gary.
Well, Damon, you picked the right guy to talk to. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah, Jellicoe King had 8 points in the last game for Vermont. He's already eclipsed that. And there's the Gus Bus shooting from deep. We talked about he's got all three ranges from deep, mid-range, and inside. And there he goes, showing his muscle from way outside.
31st three-pointer for Gus Yalden. I'll tell you one thing. A John Becker coach team will not be rattled.
No, he's got these guys calm down. They're veteran guys. He's got 3 guys score 1,000 points in their career. They know how to play. They won't get rattled.
Offensive rebound by Riley Jacobs, who is checked in. Caden Diggs is now checked in as well. He drives baseline, and they're going to call. Let's see what they call. Looks like it'll be on Vermont. It'll stay on that side of the floor.
Yeah, Caden Diggs. Let's talk about him a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
It's just kind of one of the 6 men of the year potential awards in this conference. He comes off the bench and just adds such a spark. We talked to him in practice yesterday. He said that's his role. He loves it. He's really confident right now. His teammates are confident and trust what he's doing out there. He comes in and brings you 10, 12 points every game, it seems.
What a luxury Jim Ferry has on the bench this year. Brings in Riley Jacobs, a promising freshman, and Caden Diggs, an explosive player, off the bench.
Yeah, you talk about transfer. Like Caden Diggs played at ODU last year and just didn't get a lot of minutes, didn't get a lot of opportunity to show what he can do. He's come here, he's flourished, coming off the bench for the Retrievers.
Diggs on the season for UMBC, 10.3 a game in 23 games. Has only started 2 games, 23 minutes per game. Cougar Downing is checked in for DJ Armstrong.
Not sure what the officials right now are looking at something at the scorers table and then calling the teams back to the bench.
Officials making sure to get it right. So 3 to shoot here for UMBC. Palatine will trigger it inside for Jacobs. One dribble, the shot, it's short. And flashing through for the rebound is Marie. It's a 9-point game with 12:51 left in the half. Good start for UMBC, a lot of time left. Sean Blake now gives it over near side. Hurley for 3, that's a miss. He's 0 for 2. Cougar Downing somehow rips it away from Yalden. Diggs to the basket, off the glass, that won't go. Look at Jacobs battling, but right into the hands of Gus the Bus.
Yeah, we love that Caden Diggs kind of Euro move to the basket, just couldn't finish. Riley Jacobs, trying to get that offensive rebound, just didn't come up with it.
Yalden with the ball fake, that's going to be too strong, and a foul on Yalden on the rebound from Jellicoe King.
I just think right now Vermont's a little flustered right now. I mean, that was just not a good shot by Yalden, kind of out of control, just kind of threw it to the basket. They need to settle down a little bit, get back into their game. They're a team that likes to move that ball around, get the better shot instead of forcing shots. I think right now they're a little rattled, seeing where the score is. They need to calm down and get back into their game.
Ben Johnson back in the game for Vermont. TJ Hurley has taken a seat. Hurley right now just 0 for 2. No points for one of the top scorers in the conference. Riley Jacobs, the freshman from Alexandria, with a take to the basket. Now back up top, 20 to shoot. 12:05 to play, and Diggs gets called. I think he stepped on the line.
Well, it was really good defense by TJ Long there, kind of cutting off the baseline, not allowing Caden Diggs to get possession there. And yeah, I do believe the ball went off him, or he certainly stepped on the baseline. But either way, turnover for the Retrievers.
1 turnover apiece. Both of these teams do not turn the ball over. 26th in the country, Vermont, tied for 37th, UMBC.
I'll tell you, UMBC's defense is swarming right now. They're just really active, doubling down, making it tough for them to score. But there's a good bucket.
Nice look inside from Momo Kugwa, who does give them momentum when he comes in.
Yeah, he's a real athletic guy. John Becker loves this kid. Freshman, has a lot of athleticism. Said he's one of the most athletic players he's ever coached, which is saying something in John Becker's career.
Vermont has now countered, and how about that counter from Jellicoe King?
Yeah, Vermont has not countered to figure a way how to stop Jellicoe King off the three-point line. They need to crowd him and run him off that line. Right now, he is just feeling. These are heat checks for Jellicoe King.
14 points for Jellicoe King. He's got 4 of 4 from three-point distance. These two teams are the top three-point shooting teams in the conference, and that's deflected out of bounds by Cougar. Had only 8 total in that game.
Yeah, UMBC's a different team since then right now, Gary, both offensively and defensively. They're so connected on both ends of the court. They have a lot of confidence, and you can see it right here in this game.
Noah Barnett is checked back in for the Catamounts. Downing still in there. Three-pointer taken by TJ Long, I believe, and that's no good. And King, all the way to the basket, will send it back to Downing. Right now, Vermont just 5 of 13 from the field, shooting 38%. UMBC shooting 54%. Tanchin loses it on the baseline. Barnett picks it up. Turnover number 2 for the Retrievers.
Yeah, DJ Armstrong forcing a pass down into Tanchin. He was really double teamed, so just that ball needs to move around a bit more for your UMBC. Get a better shot. That wasn't a very good look.
Here's Marie with Downing. Offensive is right.
Maria, freshman, trying to take the smaller Cougar Downing. Just great position by Cougar Downing to get the offensive charge.
We should mention Marie and Tanchin know each other from their native country.
Yeah, they're both from Spain. They were talking pregame. We saw that when they were up in Vermont. I'm not sure if they got together before this game, but kind of great to see somebody from your old homeland and share the language.
Tanchin back in the game. He's got the ball. 10-15 left. UMBC by 10. King to the basket. Acrobatic. That won't go. Tanchin the rebound, and it does.
There's so much emphasis on Jala King Ding right now. He goes to the basket. 3 guys are collapsing on him. Nobody was boxing out. Jose Tanchin there, easy for the putback.
5 points, 3 rebounds, all of them in on the offensive glass for Tanchin. Long gives it up inside, nicely done. Barnett converts.
Yeah, that was a great pass. I believe that Long over to Johnson, down inside for the finish by Barnett.
Under 10 now, left to go in the half. DJ gets free for the 3. That one rims out. And the rebound deflected from Johnson. Over to TJ Long. Long, lefty 3. No, that'll be a 2-pointer. 2-point bucket.
Yeah, if you're Vermont, you love seeing that. TJ Long's really struggled in conference play, only shooting 32% on the floor, 23% from 3 in conference play. And he got it going a little bit in Bryant, so maybe this is a start for him, but seeing that ball go in.
Diggs bottled up by Marie. Downing all the way to the basket.
I saw that's a goaltending. Cougar Downing taking it to the basket strong.
How about that?
Yeah, but who was up at that block, but he got rim, which would be automatic goaltending. I'm not sure the ball was going in anyway.
I don't think it was, but what a first step by Cougar Downing.
Yeah, that was the old blow by you by Cougar Downing. The lane just parted for him. He got to the basket, just couldn't finish, but yeah, goaltending was called.
You don't see Cougar penetrate that much. Josh Odunawo back on the floor. Lead is still 10. Yalden back in the game. 2 fouls on Barnett.
They're clear out and let Yalden have. And there comes that double by UMBC. Just the tenacity on the defense.
Straight away, the 3 taken by Johnson won't go. 1 and done.
Yeah.
UMBC has kept UVM for the most part off the offensive glass. DJ for 3. Weak side rebound by Odunawo. Offensive rebounds now, 5-2 UMBC.
Yeah, UMBC shooting 53% from the floor. And the only thing not going right now is DJ's 3, which is usually a guarantee.
Travel called here on Diggs, his 2nd turnover. 3rd for the Retrievers. Vermont has committed 14 fouls, UMBC only 1.
But to your point, only 2 offensive rebounds right now for Vermont, and that's a big plus for UMBC. They've really cleaned that area of the game up in the last, really since conference play, really attacking the defensive boards and only giving the opponent 1 shot on their possession.
Talking about fouls, Rick, UMBC's only committed 1. That's the way Jim Ferry teaches, playing defense without fouling.
Well, they're 3rd or 4th in the country. Yeah,
least fouls.
Yeah, absolutely. You're right. They practice it, he says.
Blake tend to shoot inside Yalden. That was too easy.
Great dish by Blake to Yalden down there. Slip screen and for an easy layup.
A shade over 4 assists per game for Sean Blake. Valentine with the basketball, gets a screen from Diggs. Now back to Diggs with Long on him. Diggs gonna turn around, baseline jumper, rims out.
Yeah, that's sort of really not UMBC's offense. I mean, they want to move that ball around, get that ball popping, get people moving, and get easier shots, not one-on-one. And maybe Caden Diggs had to force that one, but here you go.
Yalden steps out for 3. It's a 5-point game.
2 shots have been 2 big 3-point shots for them, getting them back in this ball game. Vermont just down by 5.
Yalden with 12, Jalakai King with 14. Both teams are shooting 9 for 19 from the field. 26-21, UMBC up by 5. The lead was as much as 12.
Here's a mismatch. They clear it out, let him go. Little hook shot.
Tanchen, there's the double from Yalden. Good look for Diggs. He'll pop from outside, and Caden Diggs launches a three.
Great offense by UMBC. Yeah, the ball got down into Tanchen. Thought he could have a little jump hook there, but he got double teamed. Somebody's going to be wide open. UMBC 2 or 3 passes, finds Diggs for 3.
Yalden with the ball fake here. Marie inside the lane. Odunawo ties him up, and they'll call Josh Odunawo for the foul.
Let's take a look at this possession. Yeah, double team, triple team down low. Valentine over to Caden Diggs. Corner 3 is good.
King back in the game now for UMBC as Diggs sits down. Now Paul Green checking in as well as Odunawo sits down.
Yeah, Paul Green, a real aggressive player. Now, not going to give a lot on offense, not looking for a shot, but a guy that'll get you a lot of rebounds, scrappy, 50-50 balls.
Lefty two-pointer, foot on the line is no good, taken by Long. TJ with the rebound for UMBC. Vermont had cut it to as close as 5 at 26-21. King, two-pointer. This one off the back of the heel of the basket. Early with DJ right on him. They're working through Yalden up top. Tanchen, 15 to shoot. Blake to the basket, lays it home. Nicely done.
Real patient offense by Vermont. Catamounts really just moving the ball around, being patient. Sean Blake found a seam, got through. That's his game. He loves to penetrate, get to the glass, and finish, or kick out to a perimeter shooter.
Sophomore guard from Mississauga, Ontario, 4.3 assists per game. Or 4.1, I should say. Only about a 4-point-a-game scorer. Tanchen to the basket. It's Ace Valentine filling the lane, but can't finish at the rim. Blake again. Got too far under on the reverse. Tanchen from 3. Early in the shot clock.
Yeah, kind of rush that shot. Again, I think UMBC wants to be more patient, get kind of a better shot. They can get that shot anytime. They don't need it that early shot. The UMBC of a year ago, they'd have shot that real quick.
Yeah.
This team's a little more patient. They want to see a lot more activity and motion on that offense before they launch it.
Long over to Marie, less than 10 to shoot. Early dumping in for Yalden with Tanchen. Yalden inside, Tanchen on the defense. Yalden wanted the foul, no call.
There might have been some contact there, got no call there.
Valentine will slow it down, now in the hands of Paul Green, the Junkyard Dog. King to the basket, and he is fouled on the baseline.
And that's what UMBC does. They get to the foul line a lot because they attack the basket and they go through contact and make the officials make a call here. Just like this. Look at finds baseline available, goes by Hurley and gets the contact on the arm by Yalden or Hurley. I'm not sure who got the foul.
I believe the foul is on Yalden, but let's see. He's got one. They haven't posted the second one yet. King at the free throw line, one of the best in the conference. You know, you were talking to John Becker this morning, actually, and he made an interesting comment, and it's so true now that we've gone through the conference. Playing into contact this year.
Yeah.
A lot of contact underneath, a lot of teams are penetrating. You got to fight through that.
Well, it's not just in this league, it's around the country. You got to literally go through the contact and make the officials make a call. And that's one of the things he's not doing. It says our team doesn't get to the line enough. We've got to figure out how to get to the line, and that means playing through contact and forcing the officials to make calls.
King hits both for UMBC. He's got 16 for the game, more than half of the retriever output. Yalden again, 12 to shoot. Here's Blake with King. It's a screen from Yalden. They work off of that. King the defense. Jacobs cleans it up.
And Sean Blake is getting some nice looks at the basket, just not converting. UMBC in their motion offense.
Ten to shoot now for UMBC. King with the basketball. To the basket, won't go. Rebound, rolls out. Yalden, look at the bodies hitting the deck.
Yeah, there's a foul on UMBC on that rebound.
3:36 left.
a lot. I mean, right now hasn't scored. He's only taken one shot. This guy is potentially one of the player of the year. He's all conference last year. He's scored 30 points in a game already this season. He's a fantastic shooter. Just right now, the UMBC stifling defense is not letting him get off yet.
Here is Hurley with the basketball. DJ fights through the screen. Three-pointer put up in the corner is no good by TJ Long. He's only 8 for 35 in conference play from 3. Had a big 30-point game against Princeton, and then has really suffered since then.
He dropped 40 against Brown.
He did early in the season. DJ to the basket, off balance, and left-hander goes. How in the world?
Yeah, after UMBC, love to see that. DJ got to get him going. One of the best scorers in this conference as well. Usually it's from 3, but they're taking it to the basket, kissing it off the glass.
Speaking of no points, that's DJ's first points of the night. Yalden for 3. This one is no good. King and Armstrong for the rebound.
I'll tell you what, if you're going to let Yalden, I know he's made a couple so far, but he's a 34% three-point shooter. You know what? As opposed to him getting down to the block and pounding on you, you'll let him shoot those threes.
Diggs loses his balance. He's in trouble. Able to find Jacobs on the baseline. UVM has now missed their last 5 shots in the game. King creating. King to the basket. It's too strong.
Man, King's going to know he's been in a game after this one. He is just gone 100%. Every position on the court and getting banged every time.
Here's Hurley now, picked up by Diggs.
Stay down on, Blake is going to take it to the basket.
Hurley for 3. Still won't go. Green pulls it down.
You know what? But there's a hand in the face there. He's trying to force shot quick. He's not getting a lot of time to get set and shoot.
DJ ball fake penetration. Baseline. Jacobs. Can't finish at the rim.
Yeah, Yalden just stood tall, walled up on Riley Jacobs. It made it real difficult for him to get a shot off.
UMBC controlling the glass, 20-14 on the offensive glass, 5-2. Marie. DJ goes down hard. The rebound in the corner by Green, and DJ getting up slowly. Well, you'll never get a more open look than Marie just had. Diggs one-on-one, leans in, drives it home.
Caden Diggs is so strong. Bully ball inside. Nice Euro step. Took his time and finished 5 feet from the basket.
It's a 7-0 run for UMBC. Lead back up to 12 with 1:05 left.
Somebody's open. Oh, no.
Wide open.
Yeah.
Three-pointer lefty good by Long.
Great ball moving by Vermont. May. Is he trying to possibly get a 2-for-1 action here? Get 2 shots in the last minute. Put 1 for Vermont.
They double King now up top for Jacobs. Diggs from 3. Diggs knocks it down.
Yeah, big shot. Yeah, in his face. Caden Diggs really feeling it. Coming off the bench. Talk about him being a potential 6th man of the year in this conference. He's shown it here against Vermont.
Ace Valentine with 4 assists in the first half. We'll play for the last shot. There's barely a second in the differential. UMBC 7 of 10 from 3-point distance in the first half. Blake. Wall defense, no good. Retrievers will have a chance. King, 2 seconds, 1 second at the buzzer. That one just wide. Man, if that one had gone down, that.
And if you're UMBC, you just want to continue that attacking, swarming defense. Be connected on defense. It's a team defensive game for them, and they showed it in the first half how well they're connected.
UMBC in their 4-game winning streak hasn't allowed a team to hit for more than 65 in a game. Drive to the basket by DJ. First chance. They cleared it out for him, but he couldn't convert. And the ball goes over to UVM. Vermont 9-3 in conference play, but they have a game in hand on UMBC in terms of the win over the Retrievers. UMBC 9-2 in conference play. Weak side rebound by King over Barnett.
Yeah, and Hurley's still struggling. You know, that's 0 for 4 from the floor right now. That's what they did. They try to get him a look, try to get him going, see if he can see one go through the basket.
Valentine! And 1.
Ace Valentine, he's just such a clutch player. We talk about some of the better players in this league. Sometimes he doesn't get mentioned enough. The guy just leads the league in assist to turnover ratio. He leads one of the top 3 in assists in this conference, and he can take it to the basket, averaging about 10 points a game. Loves getting contact and can finish off the glass.
How about this, Rick? 2 possessions for UMBC in the second half, both penetration.
That's how they get to the line. You know, they play through contact, make the officials make that call and get to the line.
Valentine will have to settle for the bucket. He's got 5 and 3 assists tonight.
I think this is a mismatch.
Look at this. Tanchin kind of angling over. Blake for 3 straight away. That's too long. Odunuwo high for the rebound.
Yeah, great box out by Odunuwo on Barnett, just not giving him any opportunities for a second look.
DJ. That one rolls off 2 rims, picked up by Yalden. We saw that drill the other day in practice. Odunuwo just reminded me of it. When they bounce the ball high up in the air, and you've got to try to get it at its peak.
Yep.
Valentine flashes through for the rebound on the miss by Yalden. Ace, open, wing 3. Tanchin keeps it alive. DJ, step back. Got it.
Oh, yeah, DJ Armstrong penetrating inside, giving contact with Sean Blake. It'll push back, step back. We saw that game winner against Morgan. He did the same thing. That's his shot. DJ making a 3.
Let's go to Damon Dukes, who talked to John Becker at the break. Damon.
Thanks, Gary. Today, during the half, I spoke to Coach Becker, and he said in order to stop number 4, Jalakai King, in the second half, they have to limit his jump shot. He also said the message in the locker room for the second half was to play better and to stiffen their defense. Back to you, Gary.
UMBC on the run. Start off the second half.
Odunuwo came back for his final year. Wasn't even sure if he was going to be able to come back. Applied to the NCAA for a waiver, was hurt. Did come back, and boy, are the Retrievers happy.
Yes, sir.
Kugwa back in the game. He's got the basketball, and it's stolen away. King from Tanchin, another goaltend. Or was it a foul, perhaps?
I think it was a foul, but I'll tell you what, Momo Kugwa got up there. We talked about John Becker. Mentioned he's one of the most athletic players he's ever coached. Watch him catch back up to Jalakai King. We thought he could have an uncontested layup. Must have got a little body on that. Great defensive play, all athletic play by Kugwa. But again, UMBC defense leads the offense to get some easy looks because they're playing fantastic defense on the other end.
Marie has checked back in the game. And sitting down, Ben Johnson. John Becker looking for the right combination, but his team right now, you know, we talk about Damon's report at the break. John telling his team to play better defense, obviously, at the break. But right now, UMBC on an 8-0 run here in the second half, 10-0 from half to half.
Yeah, I can't reiterate this. You know, UMBC is so connected on defense. Look how aggressive Jalakai King is playing, 24, 25 feet out from the basket. That's how much confidence they've got inside. And everyone else playing their man and playing team defense.
Well, got to get this guy on track. Hurley picked up by Tanchin. 8 to shoot.
Yeah, this is going up. Not just great D.
Open man is Kugwa. And knocks it down from 3.
Yeah, there's a guy you don't see take a lot of shots in a ball game, but can knock it down.
Averaging only 2.2 points per game. 3-pointer by King. That's his first miss from downtown. Armstrong with Hurley, 2-pointer, too strong.
Yeah, Hurley's just having to shoot over like 2 UMBC defenders and just not getting a normal, comfortable shot. They're making it real difficult for him.
Hurley 0 for 5, averaging 15 points per game, has not scored tonight. Tanchin and Yalden, baseline. Tanchin
Jose
working on
Hook.
the big guy. The hook goes!
Jose Tanchin, yeah, Jose Tanchin with the Jose Hook there on the right box. Over top, Yalden.
Tanchin doing what he does, 7 points, 7 rebounds. Lead back up to 19. Tanchin on Yalden, 10 to shoot. This doesn't look like Vermont offense here. Yalden for 3, that won't go. Tanchin high, 8 rebounds for the big guy. DJ straight away. Yalden, rebound number 7.
They get out on that.
Early straight away. Yeah. First one tonight.
Yeah, you're going to have to step all the way out on him. He can shoot this from about 25 feet. And finally sees one go down. And hopefully for Vermont, they can run off that momentum a little bit, get TJ Hurley in this game.
Team leading 64th three-pointer of the night. Jalakai King creating pressure again with penetration, draws the
portal era of college basketball. I mean, in NJIT, they have 8 of their top 10 players are brand new. UMBC has 9 new players. How can you even think about what they might be? Certainly Vermont, bringing everything they brought back, they were going to be pretty good. But I'll tell you what, a lot of people misunderstood how good these two teams were.
Odunuwo, nice floater on the inbound.
I'll talk back to Jim Ferry back in the early season. He's usually real protective of the team. Doesn't really say much. But he said early to us, Gary, he says, guys, I think this team's going to be pretty good.
Yeah, he did.
And guess where they're at?
Odunuwo quietly now 8-5, and a turnover here. The pass intended for Gukwa, and it was a bad pass there by Hurley.
You can just kind of see on the faces, John Becker there for one. And I'm looking at his players. He's like, look at that, what's going on there? What do you do? His guys, the expressions on their face, they just look stunned. They just look defeated. And it's not that bravado Vermont team that we've seen for so many years.
Taken away here is Valentine, got tied up in traffic. Marie has checked back in the game. Here's Yalden now. Diggs back in the game for UMBC. Hurley can't capitalize on the last one. And Tanchin again.
Yeah, and that's Tanchin he wasn't even on Yalden there. He just went after it. He was about 7 or 8 feet away and just went to the basketball. That's just want.
Odunuwo with Barnett. No foul, a lot of contact. 14 minutes left. Tugwa.
He's on sideline.
Another turnover, back-to-back on Hurley. 5th turnover against Vermont in the game. 4 committed by UMBC as TJ Long checks back in. Riley Jacobs back in the game for UMBC. Tanchin sits down with 7 points and 9 rebounds. Tanchin coming in tonight had 4 double-digit rebound games in his last 5 games.
Now just a bad turnover by Josh Odunuwo. Kind of forced a pass underneath.
Early to the basket, and there was a foul before that.
And I like that from Hurley. Made a couple of mistakes in the last couple of possessions and says, you know what, I'm just going to back off this 3-point shot and get to the basket and create some contact, try to get myself some buckets easy.
I just saw something you never hardly see. Yalden with a hard pick on Jalakai King in front of us.
Yeah.
And when the play was over, Yalden going over to Jalakai King and saying, hey, man, are you okay?
Okay, good for him. Yeah, Yalden's a physical. He loves setting screens and loves the physicality. It's good that he picked up his opponent and make sure he didn't create anything there.
Long to the basket. They're going to count it.
And the foul.
And a foul. The foul's going to be on Diggs.
Yeah, right now Vermont's just really struggling from deep, so they're trying to bypass that 3-point shot and get something positive happening, take it to the basket. Last 2 possessions, Hurley, and there's TJ Long, the 2 TJs taking it to the basket.
So Diggs gets the foul, and the goaltending call is called on Jacobs.
It's a 16-point game, but there's just a lot of time. When you have as much talent that Vermont has on the offensive end,
Absolutely.
When they start to see some groove and see the buckets start to fall, they can get on a roll. UMBC's got to be patient, maintain their poise on both ends of the court, and continue to play the game they've played all game long.
That's only the 3rd free throw attempt for Vermont in the game, and their first make.
And that's what they struggle with all year. They just don't get to the line.
Valentine pops, and that's too strong. Jacobs working hard, going to stay with UMBC.
Yeah, Jacobs just, again, a little extra effort trying to get that offensive rebound. And he and Marie were fighting it. And UMBC possession.
Paul Green has checked back in. The 3 bigs right now in for UMBC are all off the bench. King for 3, it's short. Marie in front of Diggs. Long left open.
Yeah.
Knocks it down.
And that's what they can do, man. They're going to push pace a little bit. So, you know, this is a team that has a lot of potential. This is a long time in this ball game for this squad. They're not going to fold.
A lot of time left here. 13 minutes to go. It's a 12-point game. DJ back on the floor. Digs for three straight away. Odunuwo is outboxed by Kugwa and Marie. Marie looking inside for Yalden. It's not there. DJ long for three. Rebound. Yalden up and under, lays it home. We got a 10-point game.
Yeah, UMBC now giving up some second chance opportunities to Vermont. They're just too good a team. Can't get more than one possession. Just a great comeback by the Vermont team so far.
Cats on an 8-0 run. That won't go. Odunuwo working hard. He's going to get tied up. Held ball. It's going to go over to Vermont.
Right now, UMBC really struggling on the offensive end. Kind of forced to take some three-point shots, and they're just not converting right now.
UMBC shooting just 5 of 15 in the second half. 1 of 8 from three-point distance as Jim Ferry mulls over his options. We should mention Jim with his 400th victory the other night.
Yeah, absolutely. Congratulations, Jim Ferry. Fantastic career. Love seeing it happen here at UMBC. Just doing a fantastic job with this team. Not a ton of resources compared to some of these other teams, and just gets it done year in, year out.
They double Yalden. Here's Marie. The kick out. Kugwa. Less than 10 to shoot. Marie again, and again they call Odunuwo. That'll be number 3 on Josh Odunuwo with 11:47 left and a timeout coming up. 50-40. Stay with it. In the game that we're watching here, scoreboard watching, Rick, NJIT and U Albany.
Yep, that's a big one. That's a big one compared to for these two teams playing here tonight.
All right, UVM with the basketball, trailing by 10. They can get it to single digits for the first time since midway through the first half. A lot of time left here at UMBC. Yalden in tension, 10 to shoot. Yalden backing his way in to the basket, not enough.
Yeah, I can't tell you what Tansen pushing Yalden way out there, much further than he wants it, but got to the basket. He's complaining that he got fouled.
10th rebound for Tanchen. 5th time in the last 6 games. Cougar Downing to the basket. That is rejected by Kugwa. And again, Downing penetrating for the 2nd time tonight.
Yeah, typically a three-point shooter, but finding some success down the lane. Beats the athletic Okugwa down low, but again, nice recovery for the block.
17 to shoot here for UMBC. DJ penetrating, floats one high and drops it through.
They're running DJ Armstrong off the three-point line. Gives him an opportunity to get down the lane. A nice floater that falls.
Ends a 4-minute scoring drought and an 8-0 run for Vermont. Retrievers by 12 with 11 to play.
Yeah, they keep looking for Yalden to try to get him down low on that block.
And there is Yalden with Tanchen.
And then
DJ lurking around.
Yeah, DJ will dig.
Up top for Marie. That is short. And Yalden tries to put it back in. It takes a big spill. It's 5 on 4.
Yep, they got numbers and they move it.
Ball movement. Diggs launches. That is short. Diggs for the rebound. Couldn't grab it. Yalden looks like he's okay.
That was a missed opportunity for the Retrievers because Yalden was really slow getting back. Yeah, a little too aggressive by
Tanchen.
Yeah, fighting Yalden on the block. Those two have been going at it all game long. Literally all game long. From the pregame, we talked about this setup. Those two have been banging each other. Again, both of them having decent games. It's a physical game down there. Those two are feeling it.
Josh Odunuwo now with 4 fouls, by the way, for UMBC. The team was 7. That's only the first foul on Jose Tanchen. You know, you made a comment earlier in the first half. You said Jalakai King's going to know that he was in a game tonight.
Yeah.
So is Gus Yalden.
And so is Tanchen, because that's a lot of beef banging on each other all game long. But you talk. That's funny. Yalden just smacked him in the chest. Tanchen said, "Hey, good game." I mean, they're fighting hard, but they're both competitors, and they appreciate and respect each other. I kind of like that.
Foul situation, team fouls. UMBC with 4, Vermont 3. We'll watch that with 10:17 left. Clock resets to 20 here.
You get back.
Hurley still can't get it to go. That's only one three-pointer tonight, and now another foul underneath.
Yeah, Caden Diggs trying to box out Gus Yalden, the much bigger Yalden, and just doing whatever he can. Well, we're going to see a replay on that one, but Diggs is just obviously outmound, outsized, and doing everything he can try to keep Yalden off the boards. He couldn't do it.
So now UMBC with 5 team fouls, Diggs with 3, and Odunuwo with 4. Let's see if that's a factor down the stretch. Plenty of time. Long to the basket. Extra pass for Marie, and he travels.
I'll tell you what, Marie, he's a freshman, he's just trying to figure out his game, but he's got to take that shot. They moved the ball around great. He got to look there and then try to do a little extra, try to get to the basket. But, he scored 16 points, a career high 16 in that last UMBC game, making some big threes. That's a shot he's got to take, he's got to knock down if they're going to get back in this game.
Now Marie will stay in the game. They'll bring Yalden out. Yalden has played 27 minutes of a possible 30.
If I'm Jim Ferry, you may want to bring Tanchin out, give him a little breather while Yalden's on the bench. Maybe bring Riley Jacobs in to play against Barnett.
Downing and King in the backcourt. Tanchin, pass it out of it. King now for 3 on the wing. He's cooled off. Long fighting hard and winning it from Diggs.
It was a good possession by the retrievers, though. Tanchin got doubled down there. The ball moved around, and it was a good look by King. Just got to knock it down.
Barnett back in the game. Somehow they save it. Nice job by Hurley. Inside for Barnett. Over Tanchin won't go. Rebound number 11 for the big guy. Retrievers in transition. Pace has definitely favored UMBC in this game. Tanchin and Barnett. Diggs to the basket. And draws the foul with 8:50 remaining.
I love the long strides that Caden Diggs has when he takes it to the basket. It's really tough to defend that. And often he does get that call. I think we are going to see Riley Jacobs come in for Tanchin, give Tanchin a blow while the big man, Gus Yalden's on the bench.
Caden Diggs, 79% from the free throw line. A 6'7" sophomore from Waldorf, Maryland. Not too far from here, down the road, Southern Maryland. Went to Bullis Prep. It's a homecoming of sorts.
Yeah, Vermont's got both Hurley and Yalden out of the game. Just give them a last breather for a little bit before they make the stretch run and make their final push. It's an opportunity for UMBC to kind of see if they can extend their lead.
Diggs hits both. It's a 14-point game. Diggs, another double-digit game. He's got 10.
UMBC's doing a good job. They're resting up, Ace Valentine and Tanchin as well right now, so they're getting some breather, some time to rest as well before the home stretch.
10th double-digit game for Diggs off the bench in the last 12. Can you say 6th man of the year? Floater no good by Long. Somehow Long gets it back, puts it up and in. Yeah. That is a huge bucket.
Huge bucket. Big scrappy play by Young. Good defense by UMBC. Just couldn't collect the defensive rebound. Had an opportunity to get it, just let it get away. There was a good defense there. Just got to grab the ball. There were 2 retrievers there. Jacobs and King just couldn't finish it. Long takes advantage of it and gets traditional 3-point play opportunity.
Well, you got to give TJ Long a lot of credit. Has not shot the ball particularly well of late. Had a slow start tonight, but he's got 14 points now on 10 shots.
Yeah, these are back-to-back games. He's starting to play pretty well as he had 14 against Bryant last Saturday.
It's an 11-point lead for the Retrievers with 8:12 left. Little mix-up there. Jacobs now going to take Barnett to the basket. They double. Diggs left open from 3. Rim and glass no good. Long the rebound.
Yeah, UMBC just really struggling from the 3-point range here in the second half. Just can't find that range right now. It's giving Vermont a lot of hope into the second half.
Cats trying to get it down back into single digits. Long again. He's their go-to guy.
Nice slip screen by Barnett.
From Johnson won't go, and the tip still won't go. Battle for the loose ball picked up by Jacobs.
You can't ask for any better looks than that from Barnett. You just got to finish those. If you're him, you got it right around the basket. You got to drop it in.
King with a take. Blocked and fouled. And a timeout in hand because they would have swept the season series against UMBC. That's why this game is extremely important for the Retrievers as well.
And I'll tell you what's as important for the Retrievers right now is getting Jalakai King to the line. UMBC really struggling here in the second half offensively. Only 1 for 11 from three-point range, 9%, and 6 for 20 from the floor. So a horrific second half as far as knocking down shots and extending their lead. Thus, why Vermont's been able to come back in this game. 2 big free throws for Jalakai King.
UMBC has outscored Vermont 10-2 at the free throw line. Last 4 points have come at the line for UMBC. Their last field goal was 4 minutes ago. Long baseline, look at the double from UMBC. Now Long again with 5 to shoot. Gets a screen from Barnett, not a lot there. Blake will launch and knock it down with 2 seconds on the clock.
That was a great defensive possession by the Retrievers, but a better shot by Sean Blake from deep. He's a 38% three-point shooter. He showed he can make that shot late in this game.
Only 5 for Blake, but that 3 was huge. It's a 10-point game with 6.5 to go. Yalden back in for Vermont. Jacobs going to try to take him on with the spin. It won't go. Nice move by Riley Jacobs.
Okay, freshman, I see you. Going against the big, strong Yalden down low, so I can take you. He's watched Jose Tansen do it all game long. Thought he'd get a piece of that. So nice move, a little fade away from the baseline. Gets the line shooting too.
And Tansen sitting at the bench. He'll come in for the shooter. That is Riley Jacobs. Free throw is good. You know, he may be a freshman in body, but that was a senior move.
Yeah, no, that was
Nicely
strong.
done.
I'll tell you what, in a big-time game, you're ready to accept the challenge, and he did. Went right at Yalden for that shot.
Riley Jacobs' first point of the night. He's got 5 rebounds, played 10 minutes. Second free throw won't go. The Retrievers are 10 for 14 from the line tonight. The lead's 11 with 6:15 to play. Blake penetrating. To Yalden, rejected by Jacobs. Oh, does the crowd love that?
Wow, that was the best defensive play by that young man all season.
Yalden between 2 defenders. Dare I say that Jacobs schooled Yalden. 3 ball, what a shot.
I'll tell you what, TJ Long's come to play in this ball game. Nice to see the young man have some confidence out there, starting to make some shots for Vermont down the stretch.
A team high 17 for TJ Long. King pull up. That won't go. Yalden tips it into the hands of Blake.
UMBC getting good looks, is not able to knock anything down right now.
And here come the Catamounts on a run. Going to be a foul on the floor, and it's going to send Vermont to the line in a 1-and-1 situation, as they will have that advantage for the final 5:24.
Noah Barnett at the line shooting 66% from the line so far this season.
Now here's a situation. Odunuwo with 4 fouls. Diggs with 4 fouls. Both on the bench. So is Jacobs. They bring Tanchen in. Odunuwo is back in the game now with 4 fouls and 5:24 left. Barnett, a 66% free throw shooter at the line. It's a 7-point game. The lead was as much as 16 at the 15-minute mark. And now it's a 6-point game.
2 big shots by Barnett, the sophomore coming in, making a couple of big ones from the line.
It's an 11-3 Vermont run in the last 3 minutes. Sean Blake with that huge 3, and then TJ Long with another long-range 3. Momentum shifting here. Valentine left open from 3.
Wow.
Banks it through.
UMBC needed that tremendously. UMBC struggling here in the second half from the offense. Needed Ace Valentine to step up and make a big bucket.
None bigger than Valentine's three. 9 points for Ace. It's a 9-point game with 4:45 left.
UMBC's got to stay out on shooters with Long and Hurley in the game. Do not help out on them.
All the way to the basket. Which way? That'll be on UMBC. On the take by Hurley.
Yeah, Hurley got run off the three-point line and decided to take it down the lane. Getting to the free throw line where he is the best free throw shooter in the conference. 93%. Yeah, Tanchen from behind.
Second foul on Tanchen. Hurley at the free throw line. That's only the 7th free throw attempt coming up for Vermont in this game. Now Diggs comes back in the game with 4 fouls. DJ sits out. So now both Odunuwo and Diggs in the basketball game with 4 fouls and 4:38 left. You can see why he's an excellent free throw shooter.
That's a beautiful stroke.
93% of the season, 78 of 84 coming in. Yeah, automatic. 7-point game, 4:35 left. They double on Valentine. Ace to the basket. Draws contact, no call. Odunuwo, let's see which way. It'll stay with UMBC, 7 to shoot.
Yeah, Ace Valentine, that's what UMBC does. They love to get into the lane, draw contact. Just didn't get the call by the official right there. There was contact there. Official thought that the Vermont defender just walled up and just got body to body. No call. Jim Fair would like to call.
Certainly would. He's looking on. Got to go quick here. 5 to shoot. King launches from 3. Got it! How big is that?
Jalakai King from 3, out top. As the shot clock goes winding down, stares at the crowd. Biggest bucket of the game for the Retrievers.
It's a 10-point game with 3:58 left. The 3 from Valentine and the 3 from King. King with 22 tonight, and a foul called underneath. Is it on Diggs? If it's on Diggs, it's 5. Let's see what the call is. Warning that the defense that Jim Ferry runs, he took that from John Becker.
Yeah, that was a great line, because I literally said, what are they doing differently? He says, they're playing better defense because he stole my defense. And he started chuckling. I said, oh, Jim will love to hear that.
and he wants it back.
He wants it back. He said, what are you looking at my tape? I'll tell you what, it's working, because UMBC is playing some great defense here in conference play.
UMBC with an 8-point lead, 3:40 left to go. So Diggs and Odunuwo with 4 fouls apiece back in the game. Tanchen, 3 fouls, he's in the game. 10 to shoot here, 3:30 to play. Diggs gonna take it. The kick out, Valentine way downtown. Oh my God.
Oh.
Are you kidding me?
Oh. Ace Valentine, hometown boy, knocking big shots down from 3. 2 of the 3 last possessions, Ace Valentine finding range.
Valentine with 12.
Tanchen with the block, yeah, Tanchen with the block on Long. UMBC running. What do I say, Gary? Got to be patient. You don't be in a rush to win ball games. Got to run your offense and get good shots. Ace Valentine may want a heat check, though. Shot clock runs down.
Oh, now he's in trouble. It's a kick ball. Is it a kick ball?
No, we got. I thought it was a push.
Watch it here.
Let's take a look at the ace. It's not Valentine's Day. We're past Valentine's Day, but it's a big sweetheart shot for the Retrievers down the stretch.
Hey, nicely played. Yeah, we didn't get to do our Valentine's Day thing this year.
We were on the road on
know.
Valentine's Day.
Not fair.
You got a guy like Valentine on your team, you can't get a home game on Valentine's Day?
Seriously. You can't call the league. You can't call the league.
I'll tell you
right?
what, though, but that junior, I keep talking about him. He's undervalued, underappreciated. He's one of the best players in this league and shown it big time with these 2 big threes down the stretch.
You know, it's interesting. It shows you the value, by the way, of staying put.
Yeah.
Right?
Absolutely.
Third year here, and he knows the system. He knows Jim. He knows what he's doing.
How about that? There's a few guys over there in a Vermont uniform doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Look forward to hopefully having Ace Valentine here next year, be one of those guys that sticks for 4 years. You don't find many of them staying at the same place for 4 years in this day and age of college basketball.
1 of 2 for Ace. It's a 12-point game with 2:39 left. Valentine with the steal. Valentine off to the races. Valentine will go to the free throw line. Ace Valentine is all over the floor.
Taking over this game down the straight. Ace Valentine with great defense. Look at the hands. Ace Valentine gets a steal. You know, do I pull it out? Do I pull it out, run clock? No, I'm going to take it right at the freshman and get fouled. To the line, shooting 2 for the Ace.
Well, the Ace is coming up aces tonight. 10 points, 3 rebounds, 5 assists, a steal, 2 huge three-pointers, 1 from almost the UMBC logo.
You know what? And that's what's special about this UMBC team. They got 4 guys averaging in double figures. They're the only team in the league that has 4 guys in the top 20 or 25 in the conference in scoring. Okay? Any given night, any one of these guys can step up, whether it's Ace Valentine, Jalakai King, DJ Armstrong. Any of these guys can step up and get you big buckets.
UMBC on a 12-4 run in the last 3 minutes, have extended the lead to 14 after Vermont had cut it to 6. Long. It's too long. And now UMBC can take its time.
And now you use clock. Yeah, just run your offense. Wait till the shot clock gets down, get a good shot. Be patient. Oh, nice hands by that athletic man.
Kugwa.
Oh, that's sweet.
Momo, got it.
Big steal, big finish.
Now pressure, yep. And DJ in trouble, and they steal it again. Somehow DJ, can he pull it through? Look at this pile up.
Yeah, UMBC possession on the jump ball. How about Momo Kugwa, though, huh? It's a couple of big plays down the stretch, not giving up. Got a lot of fight in that young man. Talk to Becker, man. He says he's the best athlete I've ever had. Got pop. Good rebounder, great cutter. Just so aggressive and athletic.
Gives him some Momo when he comes off the bench, no doubt about it.
Absolutely.
But the Retrievers will maintain possession here with 1:41 left. Kugwa with 2 consecutive steals.
You just got to take care of the ball. Just be patient. Don't rush anything.
Now
Gary,
they can bleed clock.
Gary, you brought up a stat at halftime. I said, don't you dare talk about that stat. What was that stat?
12-1 when they lead at the break.
I think you can light the cigar, Gary, and give that stat.
You protected that stat.
I wasn't bringing that stat up so early.
Step back. It's short, but they run clock. Yalden will do it straight away. Wow.
It's a little late for the banks to be open, but Yalden finding success still from range.
Of Maryland, Baltimore County women have just beaten the #1 seed Vermont Catamounts. 46-44 up in Vermont. Congratulations.
Wow, that is a super win.
They lost by 22 here at home last month. What a game for Candace Hill's bunch. And now Diggs is fouled with 55 to play. And so we're going to be looking at a free throw contest down the stretch here.
Yeah, and it's just a 9-point game, less than a minute certainly. UMBC's got to finish the game, and that's going to be having to make free throws down the stretch.
You know, it's funny, I called that UVM women's game against UMBC here, and Vermont looked unbeatable. And UMBC wins it tonight. Here's UMBC's schedule. Home for the next 2, UAlbany and Bryant. Yeah. Saturday and Thursday.
Yeah, UAlbany is going to be a tough test for the Retrievers. This is a huge game tonight, obviously. You get the momentum, you get your energy up for a game like this. You've got to bring it on Saturday as well. It doesn't matter, UAlbany maybe 5th or 6th in the conference. You've got to bring it every night. We said anybody on any given night in this conference, they're good enough to beat you. And that team's a good team at UAlbany.
How about this? How good of a free throw shooting team are you when you look at the stat and you're 15 for 20, 75%, and that's an off night?
Yeah, it is an off night. And this is a team that was struggling early in the season.
Early on.
When conference came about, they started making shots. We highlighted Josh Aduno was shooting, 51, 53% early in the season. And in conference play, shooting 84%. I don't know how you make that transition. In season.
Couple of non-conference games that left points at the line, which led to the loss. Up and under is good by Long, who now has 21. Still a 9-point game, 46 left. DJ in trouble. They foul. Yes, they do. Wow.
Yeah.
Got some ball, too.
Yeah, DJ, they've got trouble team there, and TJ Long thought it was a clean strip. Talking about free throw shooters, DJ Armstrong getting to the line. One of the also top free throw shooters in this conference at 92%. Again, UMBC, you got to finish games. You got to make free throws if you want to win them.
DJ Armstrong, also an excellent free throw shooter. Doesn't get to the line as much as TJ Hurley does, 92%.
And interesting, you know, talk about UMBC's struggle offensively in the second half, but first half they really played pretty well. You know, DJ had an uncharacteristically off night, right? I mean, only shooting 3 for 9, 1 for 6 from 3, and he's the best, or arguably one or two best three-point shooters in this conference. A little off tonight.
Otunua with the rebound, and that may do it here with 35 to play. UMBC up by 11, 73-62. What a win it's going to be for UMBC here tonight. They have not had success historically against Vermont. Vermont has been the #1 team in the conference for as long as I've been doing this, put it that way.
Yeah.
And this is a huge win for a dangerous team come March.
Yeah, absolutely. And take a look at the arena's got a good crowd in here tonight. You're going to continue to support this team. It's a really good team. Really going to fight to see if they can get to the NCAA tournament. This is the kind of team that's here at UMBC. You need to come out and watch this team. They're special. And again, congrats to Jim Ferry and his squad. 400 win the other night, 401 here at the Peak. Really having a good season with this squad.
King at the line for the second of 2, knocks it down. UMBC making their threes and making their free throws late. A 13-point lead against Vermont. Johnson for 3. Rebound to DJ, and that'll be the final possession. They're going to put the cherry on top. No, they back it out, and Vermont will allow it. The crowd will be on their feet. The Retrievers have defeated the University of Vermont.
Biggest win for UMBC in at least 4 years, certainly at the Peak, beating Vermont. They opened up this arena against Vermont many years ago, and here you go, one of the biggest wins in quite some time for the Retrievers on the home court against the top seed Vermont coming into the season.
Jim Ferry congratulating the Catamounts. John Becker doing the same thing to UMBC. It was the Jalakai King show in the first half with 16 points. He finished with 24 on the night, and then 2 key three-pointers down, actually 3 key three-pointers down the stretch.